Alright, can we get a petition going that Hovis renames their 50/50 bread to white brown? How about that? Hi friends, it is Sam, and today I want to talk to you about a serious condition of mine. It's a long-term condition. It seriously impacts my day-to-day life. I wake up with it, I go to bed with it, and there is no known cure. We're talking about earworm. Earworm, I call it chronic earworm because my earworm is so severe. I always have a song in my head. Always. I woke up with Harry Styles in my head this morning. An advert came on for bloody breakfast bars, and the song for that got stuck in my head. I finally found the right snack. You know that one? There is always a song in my head, and I've wanted to talk about it for a long time because it's driving me mad and I feel like I'm the only person on the planet. That bird's always got a song in his head as well. Sort it out, bird. Oh wait, you can't because there's no cure. We're stuck with it. I was talking to a friend the other day and he briefly mentioned a song by the Smiths. That song was then in my head for the duration of my work shift, with the sprinkling of Tattoo's cover of How Soon Is Now. I get mad remixes in my head. Sometimes I have 3 songs at once in my head. I get Christmas songs in my head in summer. There are songs that I have in my head at least once a day. There are songs I have in my head at least once a week. I could probably make a Spotify playlist of the songs I am bound to have in my head for the week. It doesn't help if a song has the name of a day in it, like Saturday by Fall Out Boy, TGIF by Katy Perry, Friday by Rebecca Black. Oh my god, that's Pieces of Me by Ashley whatever. On a Monday, I am waiting. Tuesday, I am fading. And by Wednesday, you know, like, I could have that song in my head Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. My workplace is one of the worst places for triggering my earworm. There are so many things that I can associate song lyrics with. Like I said at the beginning of this video, Hovis has a bread that is 50% white, 50% brown, like mushed together in one dough. A 50/50 bread. A best of both bread. I've started calling it the Hannah Montana bread, because the minute I start sorting out the bread on a work morning, the bloody guitar from Hannah Montana just goes off in my head and I'm like, oh yeah. Bloody, you got the limo out front, hottest styles, every shoe, every colour. Luckily, that is one song I know all the words to. It's actually the worst when you know one line to a song and that goes round and 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 round in your head. We also have a crisp stand in work, and until about April we had a Christmas sign on the Doritos stand and it said, I'm dreaming of Doritos on it. Have you ever had I'm dreaming of a white Christmas in your head in April? Can you imagine how maddening it is when no one else in your workplace notices this stupid sign opposite your till that says I'm dreaming of Doritos? And of course we always have a customer come in and ask if we sell olive oil. If you're in the UK and you watch television, you may have seen the Filippo Berio olive oil ad. If you haven't, it goes something like this. Filippo Berio, Filippo Berio, Filippo Berio, Filippo Berio, Filippo Berio olive oil. Filippo Berio, Filippo Berio, Filippo Berio, Filippo Berio, Filippo Berio, Filippo Berio, Filippo Berio olive oil. Now can you imagine that circulating in your head for hours? Someone just has to say olive oil to me and I will be in agony for a minimum of 1 hour. We also sell a wine in work that hasn't actually left the shelf since I've been there. About 9 years. It's called Portobello. That gets a song from Bedknobs and Broomsticks in my head. Portobello Road, Portobello Road, street where the riches of ages are stowed, anything and everything a chap can unload. And for some reason, amaretto, the alcoholic drink, gets Is This the Way to Amarillo in my head. And those are just a couple of examples of the many, many minds I have to avoid when I go into my workplace. It doesn't work. I always end up with a song in my head from a customer or an item. People bring letters into the post office that have been sent to them by mistake and it's got return to sender on the envelope, and I've just got Elvis in my head all day. Not a terrible thing, but at the same time, like, switch off, brain. Where is the baton? I'm sad to say, another huge trigger for my earworm is my dog. My little angel from heaven. I just look at him and I want to sing lullabies to him. For example, the lullaby from Lady and the Tramp. There is not a day that goes by when I don't sing La La Lou, little wandering angel, my little star sweeper, to my boy. And that's not the only song I sing to my boy. I sing Baby One More Time by Britney Spears, My Angel by Shaggy. My dog, man, I love him, but I wish he wouldn't get songs in my head. There's also one that's quite embarrassing, but I'm gonna throw it in there anyway because it's a regular Sam song. If you've seen Dora and the Lost City of Gold and you haven't switched it off before the end, you may know a song called Oh Hooray We Did It. Yeah. If you haven't heard that song, don't go listen to it, especially if you suffer with earworm. Another one I get in my head every week, The Final Countdown, last hour of work, that is guaranteed to get in my head. And I have been jotting down a little earworm diary to prepare for this video. And I have come to find that the last few days, I will wake up with a Billie Eilish song in my head, closely followed by a Hannah Montana song. 2 days ago, it was Party Favor, followed by I Want My Mullet Back. And then yesterday, it was Wish You Were Gay, followed by If We Were a Movie. And that was literally the first 10 minutes of the day. I've had about 6 songs in my head today, and it is 10:55 AM. My brain is just chock full of songs, lyrics, melodies, voices, just constant. It's so bad that I have genuinely Googled, can you medicate earworm? I'm actually gonna Google earworm right now and see what comes up. Okay, so the first thing that comes up is an earworm, sometimes known as a brainworm, sticky music, stuck song syndrome, or involuntary musical imagery, is a catchy piece of music that continually repeats through a person's mind after it is no longer playing. Ah, here we go. How do you get rid of an earworm? Here are 5 strategies. Listen to the entire song. I do that, and then it stays stuck in my head. Or my brain presses the old skip button and goes on to a different, completely random, unrelated song. Distract yourself with something else. Chew gum. Yeah, okay. Earworms or musical obsessions are common in the general population, but can be more pronounced and debilitating in patients with OCD. Recurring tunes that involuntarily pop up and stick in your mind are common. Up to 98% of Western population has experienced these earworms. Usually, stuck songs are catchy tunes, popping up spontaneously or triggered by emotions, associations, or by hearing the melody. Psychologically, earworms are a cognitive itch. The brain automatically itches back, resulting in a vicious loop. The more one tries to suppress the songs, the more their impetus increases, a mental process known as ironic process theory. Those most at risk for earworm are females, youth, and patients with OCD. Treatment aims to improve successful coping rather than eradicating earworms. 2 successful strategies can be distinguished. Engagement, for example singing the song aloud, I do that. And distraction, for example, doing sports, listening to different music, or even chewing gum again. But listening to different music doesn't help because that gets that song in my head. The funny thing is, I can listen to other music and it will help, but if I don't have access to other music, I will try to replace the song in my head with a different song, and my brain immediately thinks of the next worst song and plays that. So like, if I don't have access to music, I'm buggered. It probably irritates my family almost as much as it irritates me. But honestly, if you don't have earworm, you can't know how irritating it is. I know I'm annoying. My brain and the things that are stuck in there and don't come out of my mouth, that's even more annoying. And I have to live with it. Please let me know if you suffer with this, because I often feel like I'm the only person in the world. 24/7 songs in my head. Or like occasionally just phrases. Like sometimes I'll just have Hulk smash circulating in my head for about 10 minutes and then I'll go back to a song. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time with another video. Bye!